Hey everybody, welcome to The Art of Comics. I'm your host, Salazar. Thank you so much for clicking the link and checking out my video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and checking out this. I want to share with you this really cool book. It's kind of thrashed right now, but this is the official Marvel Comics Tryout book by Jim Shooter. I don't know how I got this. I don't know when I got this. I must have got it at some kind of a thrift store, yard sale, something like that. But it is awesome. It is rad. It is real. They actually had this Tryout book. And what's cool about this is it breaks down all the steps of making a comic, at least back in the 80s. This was produced 1983. I was a wee lad. And somehow I got it. I don't know. I haven't seen this in forever. So this cover's ripped. As you can see, that's jacked up. So this is not mint condition. But it's not supposed to be mint condition. It's meant to like actually go here, get in on making a comic and figuring this out. Excuse me. My throat is all jacked up. Okay. So check this out. This is so cool, dude. I'm so excited to just share this with you. This is so cool. Okay, so art starts out like actually like a comic book, right? Let me scoot this around. Now, let me just give you the idea of the size. This is all official size stuff. So this is 17 by 11. Yeah. So this is like actual comic book page size. And so, excuse me. What is cool about this is just the idea of, here's a comic. This is how they make them. This is the size that people professionally draw Spider-Man, you know? And for the first time, you're looking at this and you're checking this out. So you see some art, you see some stuff here. And now, I don't even know why. Is this like, no, the story isn't like, hey, true believers, this is a comic book. No, he's just showing some comic. I think it's just like showing you like some pages of a comic. And now, boom. Now we're going to get in on this. What's really cool is you just see how this was all done. Check this out, dude. Coloring. And then they have pages. And I have some out here that I actually took out that I actually worked on. So here's a page that I did, right? So it talks about the type of equipment you used to use, right? So they still make these Dr. P.H. Martin watercolor dyes. Now, I don't use the watercolor dyes. I use from the guy who was the art director at CrossGen. I use these guys, and you've seen me use these before. I'll show it to you again. I use Dr. P.H. Martin's fine Hydrus watercolor. So these are Hydrus watercolors. They're similar to the dyes, but they're not watercolor dyes. They're different. These are super light fast and super bright. So I like these a lot. But yeah, I know people who still use the watercolor dyes. Really cool. And that's the box. You can see all the different tones. Here's the goal. It's about storytelling. Okay, you want clarity, depth, convincingness, right? And so this is just me playing around, and I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of like playing with wet on wet, watercolor effects, you know, just kind of playing with how would I color this, right? As far as from the 80s style. And I like the flats. I still like flats. Like when I see stuff like Paul Pope and other artists, you know, nowadays who use flats and textures and things like that. Personally, I love it. I think that's fun. I'm all about that. But what's great about this book is you get to try everything. That's why it's a tryout book. I just think it's freaking cool, dude. So I might try these some more. So they gave us 2 pages. You saw I did 1. Here's another one. It's just kind of fun. If you guys want, comment below. I could scan these. I don't know if that would make anybody's day, but I could scan these. I have a big scanner. And I could put them up on the website, you know, on my Patreon, or even just put them up here, whatever, and let you guys have these, and you can put them on, print them out on some nice paper, some Bristol or Strathmore, something like that. And there you go. Well, think about it. I'll do it for you. It's all good. Lettering. Now they talk about lettering, right? You saw my T-square. I've got the Ames guide. Where's my Ames guide? I just started using this Ames guide. I'm not great at it. Okay, it's not super handy, so I'm not going to spend time looking for it. But, I got an Ames guide. It shows you some things to use. I've never done it with a quill pen. I always use like a rapidograph. There's a rapidograph, so really kind of fun. Teaching you how to letter. This is really cool. Again, the goal. Storytelling is always the goal. A letterer can contribute by making a copy neat, legible, evenly spaced, and mistake-free. Balloons should be smooth and unobstructive. Okay? Pointers should be straight, directed towards the mouths of the intended speaker. Not the head, not the chin, not the chest, the mouth. Anyway, give it a try. And then boom. Here's the script. See, I haven't done this. This is like, I could sit here and freaking play with this. Now, I would do this digitally now. So much easier in InDesign. But yeah, you could sit here and go, okay, JJ's saying 1, right? Here, they numbered them out for you, which is nice. He goes 1. Dang, blasted, wretched, rotten way to send a date. So I got to put all that in here at that size. There's some songing. There's some singing. Spider-Man, good morning, sunshine. He's putting here. So I got to do all this. This is like a really great way to kind of practice. Brilliant book, man. This is cool. Next is scripting. The goal, storytelling. Again, of course, is the primary goal. It's just like story time. So yeah. Here's a plot. What is this? Oh, wow. So this is like breaking down, like cut to piece. Yeah, so this is like old Marvel style, where they wouldn't do panel breakdowns. They just did the page, kind of like a paragraph of what's going on. And then I guess I would write, as the writer, is what they're saying, scripting it. Yeah, breaking out the script, breaking out the panels, what's happening, and the dialogue. Which is cool because then I could actually do this to the whole step, right? I could do this. I could then letter it and then ink it and and all that. So that's what's kind of nice is you cut this out or pull this out, and then you actually have a full page to do. And by the way, this is not chintzy paper. This is actually nice, like thick Bristol, more than my Strathmore stuff. So this is actually a good paper. There's another page. So here's some inks, and here's my inks. I did this years ago. I must have did this at least 10 years ago. So I did these. These inks actually horrible. I mean, some of this needs to connect, right? I was just kind of like, I was using a brush. You can tell I'm using my Winsor Newton brush, but some of these aren't connecting. So this needs to be finished up. This needs to connect. They're just, all those lines need to finish up. I need to clean that up there too. So there's a couple things that need to be fixed, but I like that hair right there. That looks kind of good. There's some little moments here. So it looks like I did some of this. I wanted to be an inker back in the day. Yeah, this is actually really nice blacks. I'm probably using that rapidograph ink I use. I'll ink it with brush with rapidograph ink. It's really nice and really dark. I never did this because it looked like I needed to get like a crow quill. Although here's a crow quill here. Yeah, so I did do some. I like that. It's actually kind of fun. I should finish these pages. Never did. Here's another one. Yeah, not bad. Not horrible. A little texture there. Doing a little bit of fun texture. It's kind of fun. So that's kind of cool. So I don't know if the camera's setting this up, but you can see more page. These must be the pages of the script here. Yeah. So that's really neat. Wow, and there's even more. Yeah. This is a lot. This is actually a lot here to do. Penciling. So here's now penciling, right? So it's interesting they're not doing it in order. I kind of feel like they should have did it in order. They're doing the reverse order, aren't they? They're doing coloring, lettering, inking, penciling, scripting, plot. I mean, they kind of like did it in reverse order, but that's fine. Here's some tools. The goal, storytelling. Jim Shooter is hammering that home. Talks about long shots, medium shots, close-ups, drawing, drama, dynamics. Look closely at the terrific paneling by John Romita on these pages. Analyzing his approach, you'll be able to crystallize your own. So this is kind of cool. More plot, and then check this out. Boom, free freaking page. I should pull these out and use them for my book. I really like the thickness. It feels thicker than mine. There you go. And then now plotting. Now it's just like, here you go. Use a piece of paper, normal paper. You don't need big paper for this. And this is like, what do you need? You need a typewriter. There you go. Just a quick video. I think this is actually pretty freaking rad. The Tryout book. I don't know where I got this. How much was this back in the day? This was... check it out. They even tell you, like, include your submissions to this guy here. I'm sure you got hundreds. Oh, okay, it was $13. $13 is cheap, dude. $13 is cheap for all this information and all this, like, full-on pages and stuff on good paper. This is cheap. There you go. There's my video. I thought this would be really fun because you never see this anymore, and it's like old school. Thanks a lot for watching my video, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.